So many that have been watching One Piece or reading One Piece might have noticed a uptick of certain angles within the One Piece manga and anime where certain assets are completely on display. And I found out relatively recently that Oda answered this in an SBS on why there has been just more certain angles that he has never done within the manga. And one thing I want to bring up that, kind of led me down a rabbit hole is that I was just reading a lot of different SBSs, and I guess I need to start from the beginning. What is an SBS? Well, every time a volume of One Piece comes out, like, volume 107, there is a SBS at the end of it that has Oda answering questions from his fans, as you can clearly see here, and he answers them to the best of his abilities. There's been people that have asked him, like, what does the Will of D mean, etc., and Oda deflects it, but for the most part, if it's something about birthdays, or maybe a gag or something, Oda will just straight up answer it with blunt honesty, and sometimes his answers just are straight up unhinged or hilarious, like, what's going on here with this SBS and all that, when he talks about, like, just the buttocks, so to speak, and it's super hilarious and funny, and I kind of want to just take a few moments to talk about this, because it's just like, this showcases how Oda is just so vastly different from a normal mangaka, but also explains just kind of why the art in Egghead has evolved in a very different way. So, okay, basically, there was one SBS I saw a while back that basically talked about Oda never doing a pantsuit shot, and that really made me start to think. I sat back and I was like, is that true? Has Oda never really done, like, a pantsuit shot since, like, I guess, Egghead, like, as we can clearly see here? And I was just like, he probably hasn't. And then Oda kind of clarifies that, like, he didn't really know how to draw it or whatever, like, he didn't want to draw it, and I was just like, that's interesting, which I think, thanks to that, it led to the evolution of this question right here, where someone basically asked him, like, I feel like there's a lot more butt angles, aka, this right here, and then Oda clarifies, like, yeah, there is and all that, and he was researching how to draw sexy buttocks and became able to draw the buttocks well. After that, it became fun to draw the buttocks, and the number of butt angles increased. Drawing is fun. Normal mangaka, I need to figure out how to draw hands better. Oda, I need to draw the butt better. Just my mangaka. Jokes aside, though, can we take a few moments to talk about just, like, how this individual and so many others have wasted, like, their one question, okay, that they can ask Oda to ask something like this. It's like, you can ask this man anything. You could potentially ask when Dragon's gonna return, certain devil fruits or whatever, maybe hints at maybe the ending of One Piece, but you use it on this, and it's just, oh my goodness. And, I respect Oda for being just very, open about this, just being blunt and just having fun with it. It kind of shows Oda's mentality that even after over 1,000 chapters of One Piece, he's still finding new ways to have fun and draw One Piece in a very different way. Obviously, people might not all agree with the direction maybe he's done with certain camera or panels and angles and stuff within Egghead. I do think that it is nice to see him as an artist evolve and try new things and improve on things. I do think in the grand scheme of things that his artwork, at least for, certain character designs, has actually gotten a lot better, the way he draws them. And so I think that, all in all, him studying and doing that has been for the benefit and quality of One Piece overall. Memes aside, I'm just being blunt. I'm not even looking at the culture reasons and stuff. I'm just saying that it's pretty impressive just how much his art has really improved within the Egghead arc. But, yeah, I wanted to briefly talk about this little tidbit, because I noticed people were mentioning it and talking about, like, why there were certain angles and stuff a lot within the anime in these past few episodes, but also in the manga, and I decided just to look into it, and yeah, here's the actual reason, on display. We found out the reason why Oda's doing this through these SBSs, and it's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. There is so many unhinged SBSs in here, like, can Luffy stretch everywhere, etc., and it's just like, why? Why? I'm gonna leave it at that, though. I wanted to make this little video. I felt that this was just super funny, and it's nice to see a little bit behind the scenes of One Piece that some might be completely unaware of. But, be safe, stay healthy, everyone. I love ya. Chibi out.